I've read Chainsaw Man. Did I enjoy it? Need you even ask? Chainsaw Man is a dark fantasy psychological manga starring Denji, a relatable young teen who only thinks about boobs and getting dominated by powerful, imposing females. We also have an adorable side character, Power, who serves as a antagonist to Denji's story and also happens to be has taken over. I repeat, has taken over. Send Santa. Terrible jokes aside, I want to share my impressions while also keeping spoilers to a minimum, because Chainsaw Man is to be adapted into an anime by Studio Mappa. Most of the people might look over this series and say, oh well, another typical boring shonen anime, or another gore fest with no real plot. But believe me when I say that these affirmations couldn't be more wrong. While it's true that the series isn't for everyone, especially for people who are sensitive to violence, the intricacy of the character development by the end is worth the brutality. In my case, it was quite the opposite, having been fascinated by the grittiness reminiscent of Berserk, only to be surprised with realistic characters and plot twists, which will leave you on the edge of your seat. By now, you must be wondering as to why it's called Chainsaw Man, and what is the premise behind the story. The protagonist, Denji, is a young man that makes a contract with a very cute little doggo, with a damn chainsaw on his head, turning him into the Chainsaw Devil in order to save his life after an ambush. He then meets Makima, a high-up employee of a demon extermination company, who takes him in and turns him into her own personal dog.
What the fuck am I looking at?
So if you are into being dominated, this series is for you. We follow Denji in his missions for this company as he meets other members and fights powerful devils which he exterminates with the power of rip and tear. What makes the Chainsaw Man series so great is that with each arc, the plot thickens and thickens, even more so than an oversized elf from a certain lewd manga. Anyway, the story progressively gets better, more complex and makes less freaking sense. There is a literal shark tornado at some point. A sharknado, if you will. To be honest, I found some similarities about the plot and setting with another very popular series that has finished airing its first season not long ago, Jujutsu Kaisen. They both have the typical shonen protagonist accompanied by a small crew of friends who fight evil spirits or devils, while uncovering greater mysteries. At first, I believe one of them must have been inspired by the other, and yet it seems like both mangas came out at roughly the same time. So if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, and let's be honest, who didn't like that series, I can assure you that you like the series just as much, if not more. Funny, the studio which animated Jujutsu Kaisen is also animating Chainsaw Man. Now, what should we expect from this? I'm not sure if the release date is confirmed, but the anime was announced in December of last year, supposedly to come out in the summer of 2021, which is very freaking soon. Oh god, it's been already half a year. With the amount of content that we have in the manga, meaning exactly 97 chapters, we can only expect multiple seasons of this amazing series. And hopefully the season to start it off will be a 24 episode run, cause there's a lot of great stuff to be shown. Other than that, there sadly might be some use of CGI, and my dearest hope is that it won't be animated similar to another recent series, Dorohedoro, whose plot is also really good, but I was personally off-put by the amount and use of CGI. What I can probably predict by now is that the anime community will gain a fresh batch of memes with the arrival of Kobeni, her car, her amazing dance skills, and her hamburger failure. This has been all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this discussion, and if you did, your support by either subscribing or checking out my Patreon page would mean a lot. Until next time, stay strong.